Do you have low stomach acid dealing with inflammatory bowel disease? Well, here are 6 signs that you do have low stomach acid and 6 things to do about it so you can get real results. And let me tell you, if you're dealing with an IBD, IBS, or any type of GI issue, there's a very strong chance that you have low stomach acid causing bloating, cramping, food sensitivity, that one's huge, blood in the stool, undigested food in the stool, urgency, diarrhea. Low stomach acid is one of the key problems to all of us who are dealing with chronic GI disorders. Here's what we're going to do about it. So, signs that you're dealing with this. Number 1 is bloating and gas after every meal. This is usually a sign of fermentation in the gut, notoriously called small intestine bacteria overgrowth or small intestine fungal overgrowth. This simply means that the type of microbiome you have in the small intestine, like the duodenum, the ileum, or jejunum, is imbalance that causes a fermentation response when you eat foods. So foods high in sugar, foods high in fiber, foods high in certain fats also could cause this exasperation of gas or bloating. Second is that undigested food in the stool we were talking about. So if you're noticing that every time you have a salad or you have something high in fiber or you have certain grains like brown rice or quinoa or black bean or corn or lettuce, that you're seeing that undigested come out of the stool, that is a notorious sign that you're dealing with low stomach acid. This is going to cause more leaky gut, more inflammation, more food sensitivity, making you feel further and further that you can't tolerate any food. But the answer really is that you can't properly break down any food. It's not actually a food allergy, it's a food sensitivity to a poor digestive process that we can fix. Next is fat intolerance. Do you ever notice that after you have a really fatty meal that you might get more gas, more cramping, you might get more diarrhea, or even foul-smelling gas coming out when you have a bowel movement? This is a sign that your liver is stagnant. This is a sign that your digestion could be low, or also that you have low bile production coming from the liver and the gallbladder. So here's where we want to support our digestive process by maybe enhancing our digestion. Maybe we also add a little apple cider vinegar before we have the fat. Maybe we take a little bit of ox bile before we have that fatty meal. Maybe we make sure that we are engaged in the parasympathetic nervous system before that meal. And here's a bonus little trick, guys, that can absolutely help change the game on your awareness of your digestion. If you are not salivating before you are eating, you are not helping to activate your natural stomach acid and your natural digestive process. So take a moment, get yourself salivating before you eat, and it will help with all 3 of those. Now, guys, if you're getting value out of this content, please like, please subscribe. It greatly helps the channel. Without further ado, let's jump into the next 3 we're going to do to get you results. Next is acid reflux or heartburn. And one of the problems here is that we have a denatured stomach lining from ulcers, maybe from H. pylori infection. We're also getting maybe a vitamin deficiency or nervous system issue causing lower esophagus sphincter issues where it's not properly clamping. This is where we want to be working on, again, the nervous system, the rest and digest mode, also helping to engage the vagus nerve stimulation. This helps to regulate how your stomach produces stomach acid, how you digest food, also working on things to calm down infections from things like H. pylori infection can be linked with this. But when you have acid reflux or heartburn, actually there can be a sign of low pancreatic function or infections in the stomach affecting you to get proper stomach acid. Number 5, nutrient deficiencies. Many times when we have low stomach acid, we'll find that we're low on omega-3s. We're low in iron. We're low in vitamin C or vitamin A or D, or we're low in your B complex. This is because the body doesn't have the ability to properly assimilate vitamins through the digestive process. Most minerals and vitamins are absorbed in the small intestine, but if you can't properly break down the food, your small intestine can't properly absorb and extract the nutrients properly. So these are a clear sign that you may need to be working on A, what kind of food you're eating, how that food is prepared, and making sure you have proper stomach acid and digestive function to break down the food to assimilate it to each one of your cells and into your bloodstream. Lastly is going to be chronic gut dysbiosis. You know, a lot of us who are dealing with parasites, small intestine bacterial overgrowth, or small intestine fungal overgrowth, one of the issues is that those types of bugs, the candida, the yeast, the bacteria, the parasites, are actually getting through the stomach that was on our food because of low stomach acid. Yes, so when you have low stomach acid and you're eating raw fish, you're having salads, any kind of bugs there won't properly be broken down in the stomach like they should have been, making it into the small intestine, further exacerbating SIBO, SIFO, or even parasite infection. So you want to be really careful of what you're eating, especially raw foods, when you have low stomach acid. So what are we going to do about this? Well, number one, we can make sure that we have a digestive enzyme. The three things I want you to look for in your digestive enzyme is ox bile, betaine hydrochloric acid, and pancreatic enzymes. Speak with your doctor about what's best for you and why, but I usually see great results with those three depending on your case. Secondly, make sure you're salivating before you're eating. This is a sign that you're in the rest and digest mode and that your vagus nerve can also help stimulate proper digestion. Lastly, make sure that you're eating proper food that's broken down. When you're eating raw foods, you're eating processed foods, or foods that aren't properly prepared, it's going to exacerbate the problem you have with stomach acid. If you need help with this, we will actually schedule a free 1-hour session to talk about your plan and how we can customize a case for you with IBD or IBS. Right below, you'll see a link where you can book that completely free, no hassle, no gimmicks, no cost session to help change your life, because we believe we can come together and change the world of IBD. If you like this content, please comment, please like, please subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Happy healing.